Still on Women's Day celebrations, Black Panther star Danai Gurira says the movie has allowed the idea of women standing shoulder to shoulder with men to flourish while showcasing the structures of a society that lends itself to the leadership of both sexes. The Zimbabwean American playwright and actress was among the speakers at the official commemoration of International Women's Day at the United Nations in New York and spoke exclusively with SABC Correspondent Sherwin Bryce-Pease a short time ago.
First of all, congratulations on the trajectory of your career. You know, I interviewed Liesl Tommy not so long ago on the success of Eclipse. You do play these powerful roles and they're inspired women around the world. Speak to what this moment represents around the world right now.
Well, I mean, we're in a moment, I think, I've seen a lot of the responses to this movie connecting to the roles that women play, and I think that what it connects to is the idea that there's something deeply resonating around a society like Wakanda really existing. The idea that why doesn't a society where women are shoulder to shoulder with men in leadership, in agency and ability, where the country is structured in such a way where the potential of women is given as full a gamut as the potential is of men, and as a result, yes, you see women who function in heroic realms because their potential has been fully actualized, and that to me is something that is a deep message to us all. And also, you know, today being International Women's Day, how do we make sure that we make our societies more able to fully actualize the potential and the power of women and girls? It shouldn't be that hard, right? It should be occurring.
It's about changing the structures of society, and we see that the UN Women attempting here to draw this connection between the power that Hollywood represents and the plight of rural women. Just speak to that as a final question.
Well, absolutely. I think what I was saying inside and what I say to myself, you know, as you were saying with Eclipsed, my play on Liberian women was I spent a lot of time with women and girls on the continent who told me stories that you could never have imagined could happen to someone, and they still take another step into a new day. But these women were that resilient and that astounding, but they needed help. They needed help to get every single one of them. I asked them, what would you want? And they want education. They want to be educated. We're dealing with a massive gender gap in every area, but specifically around education, and also largely, you know, your SABC on the continent. And, you know, we're looking at it like the issue of education is very real, and it affects everything. The ability of women to function well economically, in health, in sexual choices, in every realm, in marital choices. Every realm is affected with women's inability to, the fact that there's a gap with women's ability to be educated. We know this with Malala and what happened to her as a result of standing up for her own education. That is an issue that, you know, is really paramount, and it's an issue that we should give more voice to on Hollywood, and those of us who have a platform, we have to leverage it. We have to leverage it. There's a girl or a woman out there who you could help get an education. You could help a girl or woman get an education. It's not actually that hard, but it's really about seeing who's making the invisible visible. That just means we look, because they're there and they're willing to speak and they're willing to tell you what they need. We need to look.
Well, more power to you, South Africa, and the rest of the continent. Celebrate your success. Thank you so much for speaking with us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, thank you.